beer, scotch, cigars, and a bird. Sounds like a great New Year's Eve party to me today on Barber Dave's Shaves and Such. Hey everybody, welcome to Sunday, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, yay! Hope everybody is going to go out and enjoy themselves, or stay at home and just be in bed by 9 o'clock, which is probably what we'll be doing. So our New Year's Eve shave. Unfortunately, sadly, I will not be able to continue the 7-day journey. I tried to repair the Sunday scales, and it's right at the pivot point where it cracked, and it's just not safe enough. I mean, I can still shave with it, but I don't want to do any more damage. So unfortunately, we're going to have to end that journey at 6 days. The Sunday razor will just take its place in the box and probably never get moved unless I rescale it, but I really don't want to do that. I may try some other things like wax and hot glue, but I'm not going to worry about that now. So what are we going to shave with today? Well, I said beer. Well, there's the beer. This is a Chisel and Hound beer brush. It was a limited edition that he did, but I just had to have it. I mean, it's perfect, and it's in this nice German beer glass, and it has a synthetic knot on top. For the Scotch and cigars, we're going to be using Drinks and Dave's. This is a wonderful soap, and I wanted to go out on 2023 with something that means a lot, and it took a year for this soap to come out. And for the bird, you guessed it, that's right, the Osprey. And I did bump the setting up to 6.5 just to see. And then I also did put a brand new Persona Lab Blue. And we'll get to the aftershave and all that in a minute. So I hope everybody is preparing for their New Year's Eve soirees if you're going anywhere. Traditionally, what we usually do here is we have a Zoom call with the members of the cadre, and we will ring in the new year on the East Coast, because if we did it otherwise, we'd be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're just going to do that. I didn't load the soap in advance, but just to show you how easy this soap by CBL, just wonderful, wonderful lather. So I hope, and we're also not the type that does resolutions, because you know what? Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. So we don't. This brush is fun to use, but at the same time, it's a little ungainly, because, you know, the way you can hold it with just the, you know, the tip of it, but it doesn't, you know, it gets kind of wobbly. It's a heavy brush, but I just think he did a wonderful job making the beer. The soap is just dreamy. Cigars, scotches, leather, cedar. Perfect for a rather cool day. Yeah, we're on the weather roller coaster. I think we were 80 yesterday, or real close to it. And today, if we hit 60, we'll be lucky. And then they're saying that we could have some snow next week. I'll believe that when I see it. Because like I said, we don't get snow very often. Okay, let's see what this does on 6 with a brand new Lab Blue in it. So far, so good. I felt that a little bit, but overall, the 5.5 was kind of equal to my 7 on a Fat Boy. So we'll see how the 6.5 does. Plus, this is a brand new blade. So far, it's doing really well, very smooth. Oh yeah. Pretty nice. I think I may have left just a little bit too much water in the brush. The lather's a little bit thin, but not terrible. The smokiness of the Scotch really comes out in this. When Nurse Dave and I were going back and forth as to what would be the quintessential soap that represents us in our show, this really just nails it. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I cannot thank Chris Lindsay at CBL Soaps for how well he did on this blend. As he did with the original Hombres and Hombres Dos. Yeah, I can tell the difference in the 6.5 as opposed to the 5.5. We'll see how it ends up, but definitely can feel the blade a little bit more. And if I was to make a comparison with the new blade, I would say that it probably feels like the Fat Boy on 8. Which is not necessarily terrible, just a little bit more aggressive than I really like for a, a daily smooth shave. But usually, although I find that the Lab Blues are the most the smoothest blade I have, usually they take a couple of shaves to kind of mellow out a little bit. This one isn't. This one's smooth right out of the gate. Okay, let's see how we did. A little bit of cleanup in the chin today. Very little in the neck area, though. Very nice. Okay, we'll get cleaned up here. And as I said, the scent of the Drinks and Days is just powerful. Really, really nice. No hit on the alum at all. And for a synthetic knot, this thing from Chisholm & Hound is huge. I'll show you that in just a second. It is a monster of a brush. So that gives you an idea how big of a brush that is. Just a fun brush, and I like the fact that it comes with a coaster. It's just a really neat concept. So the last shave for 2023, and again, the Blackland Osprey with a Persona Lab Blue. Yeah, just a beautiful shave, well hydrated. We're going to continue with the Thayer's Lemon today, because lemon kind of is a drink-esque New Year's Eve party type of fragrance. So we'll let that dry down a little bit. And then, of course, for our aftershave, we will be using the Drinks and Daves. And this has got a little bit of a different, just a little bit different forward notes on the than the soap. I would say this is a little bit more cedar and cigar smoke forward, and then it'll dry down into that wonderful peaty, scotchy, without being overbearing. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff. And we'll be using the old standby, Clubman talc. Because it really does not affect the fragrance that much. And then for our EDP today, what is fast becoming my favorite from the florist line is Islay. It is just a wonderful, and perfect for New Year's Eve. Smoky, scotchy, with that refinement that florist has. Well, that's it, folks. I hope everybody has a safe and happy New Year's Eve. We'll be back probably again tomorrow, because we don't do a lot of partying, as they say. So I won't be hungover to do a shave, although that would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? So anyhow, once again, I want to wish you and yours a very, very happy New Year. Hopefully 2023 was good to you, and 2024 will be even better. I want to sincerely thank everybody for getting us to 1,200. Don't forget to enter the contest for the Henson AL13M. I'll be giving that away next Sunday. So anyways, I hope everybody has a wonderful New Year's Eve, a prosperous New Year, and we'll see you again next year. This is Barber Dave, and this has been Barber Dave Shaves and Such. Take care, and God bless.